Alright everybody, so a little bit late to this, but I figured I might as well make a video, try my luck. I'm mainly wanting to make this video just so when the banners actually do come out, I can like look back at this video and see either how accurate I am or how badly I messed up. So before we start, this is a prediction video. Take this with a grain of salt. Anything I say in this video has a chance not to be true at all. So like, don't try to set your expectations with what I have, per se, I guess. Try to, like, I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I just have, like, a list of units that I feel like could be featured. Some units I feel like are, like, pretty likely. Some units I'm like, like, I don't know. They could not. We'll see. So, to start off, I'll just start off with the units that we do know are coming on this banner. So we have the new LR themselves. We have the 2 worldwide download celebrations from last year. So we have the Goku and Vegeta on this side, then we have Cooler on this side. We have Gamma 1 and 2, which is very nice. They're both very, very good. And then we have the 7-year LRs, 1 each on each banner. And then we have this brand new banner unit for each. We have Ice and, it seems like Ice and Nova on this side. And we have Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and it seems like Piccolo, like, some people are saying that Piccolo could be an exchange slash just an art in the background, but I don't know. Because I feel like if it is actually just Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Piccolo, this unit is going to be wonky. Like, I don't know, they would have to be, like, this is looking like it's, like, unless they're just like a monstrous Buu Saga support, like, I don't know, this unit's not going to have many categories, but we'll see. I trust them. I trust that these banner units are going to be the best in the game. Like, it's the 8th anniversary, so it's like, they gotta do it. So, to start off, I guess, we'll start off with this banner, what other units I feel like could be featured. So, if we look at last year's, so we got the brand new LR, this is a banner unit. Then we had the 2 years before that, worldwide download celebration units. Then we had 6th anniversary, then we had the 4th anniversary, just because that's 4, and then we also had 3rd anniversary. So, a lot of LRs on this banners. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 LRs. So, that's why these banners are going to be cracked, is because a lot of good units, a lot of, like, pretty usable units, and keep in mind, I don't think I meant to click that. Keep in mind, when this banner came out, this guy, like, these guys weren't EZA. They ended up EZAing at the end of the celebration, and then these guys were EZA'd also at the end of the celebration. So, what I feel like could happen is, like, we could have a similar structure where some units might EZA, which is why that's where I'm trying to base my predictions off of. As funny as it is, though, I don't think the Super Saiyan 4 LRs are going to be featured because they were just featured on the Beast Gohan and Piccolo banners. So I don't think they're going to be on there. I don't think these guys are going to be on there either because they're kind of old. They could be. Like, don't take anything out of consideration. But I don't remember if they were also on the Gohan banner per se. But anyways, my predictions is that first, Namek Goku is going to be on the banner. Mainly because, again, as we look here, it was like last year and the year before that. So Namek Goku would be in this slot right here. So that's why I think he's going to be on the banner. He's still really good. Like, you do have to get lucky with the stacks, and you kind of have to hide him at the start, but he's still really good, I would say. Like, I don't feel like you can say that this is a bad unit to have on the banner regardless. Next unit is... Now, these, honestly, I do not know. I feel like they will be, just because this is only the 6th-year anniversary. But I feel like this guy and the UI Goku might be, like, unless they EZA also in this celebration, which would be insane. I'm not saying that they will. Like, I think it's already a stretch. It's already a stretch that I feel like the 5th year might EZA, but, like, I feel like these guys is, like, I'm not saying anything is not possible, because, again, last year we were just promised the 3rd year LRs to EZA, and then just out of nowhere, they're just like, oh, whoopsies, 4th year LR also get EZA. So I was like, they could do the same thing this year where they promised the 5th year, and then, like, last minute in the EX part, they're just like, alright, UI Goku and Evo Vegeta EZA, and then we, like, I don't know, like maybe next year might be a bunch of like Universal Survival Saga buffs. So like these guys EZA as a starter, and then we get a bunch of other units like Jiren also EZAs, that type of stuff. So like I feel like if these guys are on the banner at the start, it's gonna be kind of an oof. But again, if they EZA by the end of the celebration, them being on the banner will be very good. So I have both him and I think UI Goku. Yeah, I have both of them on this banner because I think it was on the God Goku banner. Both the 5th year were on here, both of them. So I feel like one of these banners is gonna have like both some type of year LRs, like some of the anniversary LRs. They're gonna both be on one of the banners. Now, and then the last LR I have to make it 7, because we have 3 that we know for sure, and then I'll say Namek Goku, UI Goku, Evo Vegeta, and then this Gogeta, that'll make 7 LRs. Now, I am predicting that this guy will EZA in this celebration, so you might see him on the banner and like have a disgusted reaction, because he is kind of like booty. I might do a showcase on him, like try to see like how he is before possible EZA. But yeah, he is not really that good right now. Like I would say if you pull him right now, like it'll be a nice thing to have, but you're not really going to use him right now. So if he does EZA now, that's going to be very good. And then for the last couple of units, so these banners usually have 10 units. So we already have 7 LRs, and then we already have 2 other units on here. So that already makes it 9. So if they're only going to go with 10 units, I am going to predict that either the very last unit, the 10th unit, is either going to be another 200% leader, which, if it is, in my opinion, it's going to be Pan for the GT side. Now, if they do actually do this, like, I feel like having, like, you know, just nothing but 200%, like, no, like, little old, because I would say the other predictions I would have is possibly one of these two. These two could also EZA, I don't know, we'll see, but, again, if we're going to decide to feature, because as it stands, we already have like this guy, these guys are gonna be 200% or more, who knows, maybe they do another power creep. These guys are 200%, these guys are 200%, and then this guy is already 200%. So we already have like 3, possibly 4, or like, yeah, I would say 4, or this unit might be more, who knows. But so I don't know if they're gonna decide to do 5, or if the 10th unit on the banner is just going to be kind of like a throwaway TUR for now. Like either this guy or this guy, one of them. They could also put something like, I don't know, like full power SS4 or one of the SS4 Gogetas. This is probably the one slot that I'm like very not confident about, so that's why I just have these 3 options. It could be any of those. Now I feel like Pan would be a very good option, because Pan does or should work pretty well, at least just on paper, with this LR, because the LR will have Goku GT in the name, so they'll activate her her greatly stack attack and the 7% chance to stun, and then they'll also activate parts of her passive where she can additional super, and they'll also activate her active skill. So she should work pretty good with those LRs. So I feel like as long as that LR, like, as long as these guys are, like, you know, busted, which they should be, they should link pretty well with her. Like, probably not, like, you know, full links, but I would say they're gonna at least share 3. Hopefully, like, 4 or 5, but we'll see. And, you know, if this unit is a slot 1 unit, which, I mean, these guys were pretty good in slot 1, like, when they first came out, because they have that guard and stuff. So if these guys also have, like, guard and stuff for the first couple turns, and you can throw them in slot 1 and have Pan in slot 2, just, like, stack up and stuff, they're gonna be a deadly combo. Especially also, since I'm expecting these two, like, the Spirit Bomb parts of their cards, I feel like the Spirit Bomb parts are gonna hit very, very hard, and we already know how hard Pan hits with her active skill as well. So like if these guys' active skill hits hard and then Pan's active skill hits hard, like no boss in the game is gonna be able to survive a turn if you popping both on them, especially if you like get crits on both of them. So who knows? I feel like them throwing Pan on there would be very generous, because then it would be like nothing but 200% leaders, and then like other LRs that are either like already kind of good, or LRs that are going to be easying soon. So that's my predictions for the GT banner. Now for the Buu Saga banner, if we're gonna go based off of the God Goku banner, like same thing, like older worldwide celebration units, and then basically a bunch of the yearly LRs, and these guys were also on the banner. But overall, 10 SSRs. So I feel like we should just stick to that. So I feel like these guys are 100% on this banner, him and this guy, because again, I was gonna split them between both banners, but I feel like, you know, since the Goku and Vegeta are from Buu Saga, it would make more sense to have both Buu Saga banners or banner units on that banner. Now again, these are another one of those units that I expect to EZA, and if they do, they're gonna be pretty nuts. Like, these guys are already like, I still use them sometimes if I can maintain type advantage in a fight, just because that heal and like the scouter is very, very nice. And like Vegito against type advantage, like I'm not saying he's completely fine, but as long as it's, I feel like if it's anything other than type advantage, then yeah, it's probably a no. But if it's type advantage, they can still hang in kinda well. Again, it's just mainly for the heal and the scouter. This guy can still be pretty good, but he is definitely a little bit outdated, and he needs an EZA. He also needs better partners, I would say. So hopefully part 2 of this celebration introduces some type of villains from both sagas, so that way we get, you know, like a new either Kid Buu or like a buff Buu that transforms into Kid Buu, something along those lines. So we'll see. Then I have Frieza on this banner, since Namek Goku is on the other banner. Frieza, I would say I'm a little more sour on him than Namek Goku at this point. He's just kind of like, eh. Like, I feel like if you're going up against a Goku, he's okay. But other than that, we'll see. I feel like if there is a new red zone with this celebration against like where it's super class enemies, and you know, there's a fight against Goku and he's very hard hitting, like this guy could be pretty good. Because he will build up ki, and he also gets extra attack, so he'll hit very hard, and he'll guarantee crit. So we shall see how it goes for this Frieza. But I like Namek Goku, I feel like at this point, more than him, just because Namek Goku can at least stack his defense 3 times in one turn. This Frieza can only do it once, and not gonna lie, getting his 18 ki is a little difficult sometimes. So, but yeah. And then I also have Tech Vegito on this banner, just because, you know, Vegito, voice crack, Vegito on the Buu Saga banner makes more sense. But he's same thing as Gogeta. I feel like if he EZAs, this guy's gonna be a great placement on the banner. If they don't EZA, this is just a dead unit if you pull him, because he's not really usable. Like, sure, I used him for the Battle of Wits mission and basically just relied on this part where he dodges as a third attacker, but it's like, again, if he does not dodge, he takes like 200k per normal. So it's a very hit or miss. And then last unit, this would be my personal favorite choice for this banner, is Majin Vegeta, because A, I don't have him. I would love to pull him with dupes. And B, I feel like, again, just Buu Saga units on the Buu Saga banner makes sense. He's also a fairly new 200% leader. I think the last time this guy was featured is Raditz banner. I think so. So like, it's been, I feel like, long enough to where this guy can come back. So we'll see. Now, I'm not expecting this, but if they do some stuff like Kid Goku or like Bardock on some of these banners, that will be pretty insane. But I'm not expecting. I feel like that's hoping for too much. But yeah, that's my expectations for these banners. Let me know what your guys' expectations are, or like what you guys' predictions are. Regardless, I feel like, again, these anniversary banners are usually the best banners in the game, so save any stones you have, don't summon on literally anything, and don't get too disappointed when the banners get revealed, because I feel like a lot of the quote-unquote bad units that are going to be on these banners are going to EZA. Like these two, like, they're not really that great anymore, like, even though it's only been a year since they EZA'd. Like, they're okay, they're not tanking bosses per se, but they can definitely hold up in red zone, I would say. But yeah, like when these guys were on these banners, like, you couldn't use these guys in red zone. Like, even though this guy would share, I think, 7 out of 7 with this LR, or 6 out of 7, I think, I don't know. Even though he would share that many links, you would basically just be bringing him to power up these guys, and he would just get you probably killed when red zone first came out. But then when, at the end of the celebration, when this guy easy A'd, and he can actually, like, hold himself up a bit, like, these guys worked really good. But now I feel like he's kind of, like, they didn't give him enough to where, like, he absolutely destroys red zone. They gave him enough to where, like, you can get away with him tanking normals now, but he still can't really, like, eat supers. Like, you really have to, you're relying on him, you know, evading the super and countering, but they only have, I think, the SS4s, even a LR, they only have a 30% chance. Yeah, like, I feel like they could have, with his, did they bump it? No, they didn't. Yeah, I feel like with his easy A, they should have just bumped this up to 50. I don't feel like that would have made him busted, per se. Like, he still would have been, like, it's a coin flip. Like, it's a coin flip of either you die or you get saved, so. Anyways, I'm just ranting at this point. These are my predictions. Hopefully, like, these kinda are what they are. Let me know if you guys disagree. Let me know what units you guys want to see on these banners. But, you know, just being able to see just from these first, like, couple units they revealed, like, this banner's already cracked. Like, you know, any of the units, like, I would assume the banner units are going to be broken too. I feel like if you pull any of the units that are displayed right here, you're good. Like, all these units are really good. Like, except maybe for these guys, I feel like they're a little finicky, but they're definitely pretty good. And any other units that are featured, I feel like they're either going to be good enough, or they're going to probably easy A later in the celebration, so don't get too disappointed if there's not, like, if half the banner is, like, pretty good, and then there's, like, 1 or 2 units that are, like, a complete dead unit at this point, because I promise you they will most likely easy A, and then you will look back on the banner and you're going to be happy that you pulled them and pulled dupes of them. So thanks guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.